Okay, so yesterday we typed up the rough final draft, I should say, of our research paper. Okay, so today we're just going to edit for a few things before we print it out and turn it in and finish the unit. So, first thing I want you to look for is every time you have a quote or a paraphrase, you're going to have to provide what's called a parenthetical citation. So what this means is you are going to insert a space after your quotation mark, okay, and then you're going to enter in the open and close parentheses, okay. In these parentheses, you're going to insert the last name of the author of that article. So I got this this quote from an article called Pompeii. So the guy that wrote the article from Pompeii, his name is David Applegate. So I'm going to write his last name only in my parenthetical citation. So his name is Applegate. That should be what's in my parenthetical citations. Then I'm going to take my period that's in the quotes and I'm going to move it to after the parenthetical citation. Okay, you need to do this for every quote that you have. Now, let's say that this quote didn't have an author, it only has the title. So instead of the author's last name, I'm going to place the article title and we'll say, this article was Mount Vesuvius. So I need to make sure I have everything capitalized the way it should be. And because it is an article or short-length work, I need to put it in quotation marks. Okay, and again, don't forget to move that period. Okay, finally, before I turn you loose for this part, go ahead and look for any paraphrases. For example, right here in this sentence, I didn't know off the top of my head that Pompeii was destroyed in an eruption that occurred in AD 79. Okay, so because I had to research the date, even though it's not in quotation marks because I put it in my own words, I'm still going to have to give credit to the person that I found that information from. So this was Applegate's article, so I'm going to put his name in my parenthetical citation, and then I'm going to move my period again. So go ahead and take a few minutes to do that, and go ahead and pause this video if you need time to complete your parenthetical citations. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to have you do is go ahead and select everything in your essay. And then you are going to make it Times New Roman. Font is Times New Roman, and it needs to be size 12. You're also going to need to make sure everything is double spaced. So you're going to click this little icon right here. It's got the arrows pointing up and down right by all of the little lines. Click that and select 2.0. Okay. And then you're going to come up here and do the same thing with your page number. Make sure you don't delete any of it. Okay, and again, I need to change it to Times New Roman, size 12 font. When you're done, click back to the body. I'm going to give you a minute to do that. Go ahead and pause this video so that you have time to catch up. Next, I want you to look at your parentheses. When I look at a lot of your papers, a lot of you have used the space bar. So all of your indentations, sorry, I think I said parentheses, I meant indentations. Okay, all of your indentations are uneven. If you use the space bar, go ahead and delete that out. And remember, we're going to use that tab key. We're going to use that tab key on the left side of the keyboard. Go ahead and hit that one time. And that way all of my indentions are all nice and lined up. Final thing I want you to check for is a lot of us write things like I think, I believe, I found. Okay, all of those phrases take away from the clarity of your essay. You don't want to include all that extra fluff in there. So let's go ahead and get rid of that stuff. So go ahead and take a minute, fix your indentions, and fix your I believe, I think phrases in your essay. Go ahead and pause and take care of that now. Okay, next, I want you to read your whole essay, move your mouth or read it out loud so that you catch things that your brain would not normally catch. You're looking for repeated words, missing words, things that don't make sense. Go ahead and do that right now. Make sure you pause to take time for your reading. Okay, and lastly, you're going to go File, Save As. Make sure you get this saved. Okay, and then when you are finished, you're going to print it. So if you will go ahead and go File, Print, and print your essay and bring it to me in class. And I'm having technical difficulties, but my screen's not going to matter right now anyways. So when you print this and bring it to me in class, you need to make sure you attach your works cited page. We did that last week. Make sure you attach that to the back of your essay and bring it to me tomorrow. And we're done.